Now, we've been on the air for about 8 months now. And in that time, there have been approximately 6,000 new superhero movies. Some of you might recall that I used to call myself Superwoman on YouTube. Now, so everyone just assumes I love superhero movies. And yeah, you know, some of them are really good. This is what I like about superhero movies. They give you this awesome feeling when you're watching and you think, maybe I have abilities. Maybe I could do anything. You ever feel that way watching? You're like, is this me? Am I this person? And then you get winded taking the stairs to the parking lot and you're like, no, maybe not. That said, I do think superhero movies are starting to get a little out of hand. I mean, you miss one movie and you have no idea what's happening. It's actually brilliant. Like, oh, you want to enjoy the new Avengers? Then you have to watch the movie where Paul Rudd and the girl from Lost get tiny. Yeah. Or else you have no clue what's happening. And then there's the post-credits scene in every superhero movie. Like, let me get this straight. I've already been holding my pee for 4 hours straight, watching stuff blow up. Now, I have to get a UTI and sit through the name of 1,000 CGI artists so I can watch a 30-second scene where Rocket Raccoon dances to Rihanna? Really? Seriously? I mean, fine, I'm in. Now, the first big superhero movie in my life was the original Spider-Man. Y'all remember that one? I remember everyone lining up to see the movie when it came out, and the next day at school, the guys were all talking about the action, and the girls were talking about the real action. I'm talking about that Kirsten Dunst, Tobey Maguire, upside-down alleyway kiss. You know what I'm talking about. I also love Spider-Man's origin story because it's so simple. It sounds like it was made up by a kid who forgot to do his homework. What's his name? Spider-Man. And how did he become Spider-Man? A spider bit a man? Great, well, that seems like enough for 7 movies. I think most superhero backstories are too complicated. You know, avenging their parents or kidnapped and trained by assassins and stuff. It's like, why isn't there just a regular guy named Bob who took a karate class and is trying to help out? You feel me? Come on. And another thing I don't get secret identities. It's like, I'm a super strong god from another planet. I better lie about it so no one will hurt me. If it were me, I'd be telling everybody, like, I'm a mother effing superhero. You kidding me? Just a superhero. And they'd be like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's drive-thru. And the worst thing would be living life as a regular person in a world with superheroes. Can you imagine? Every time a bunch of superheroes fight each other, a ton of regular people are affected, and it's never addressed. People are just going to work at their office jobs like, oh, how was my weekend? Not great. Yeah, Thor picked up my car and threw it at a giant robot. 3rd time this year. People always think I'm a superhero expert because I called myself Superwoman. But that's just because I really like the idea of being your own superhero. Yeah, I really believe that. And I don't actually even know the difference between DC and Marvel, if I'm being honest. All I know is Superwoman is a trademarked thing. And it turns out that copyright lawyers are my kryptonite.